Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 3/30/2025. I want to talk about married girls. Seems to be a thing. I am not attracted to any married woman. I'm really not attracted to anyone that's already available or already involved with someone else. But there are a lot of beautiful married women around. I've never had and never will pursue an unavailable person. It's always kind of tricky. You don't want to also be I've been the friend, I've been the third wheel a lot in my life, it seems. And you never want to you don't want to like be the mirror to the other person that is with the person that you obviously like. There's just really beautiful people out there that could be with all kinds of different people, but they have one that they are with. And that's just the way life is. And that's what I think it should be taken from that is that it's kind of like in sales. This happened yesterday. So I have been on a strange streak, and anybody can get to work at any time at my job. So a smart person would be the first one to be at the job every day if you're on a rotation, because you always will get the first up of the day. So there is something to that. In my experience, the person that is the first one to the job every day as a sales associate was typically the best salesperson. So that's just part of life. And as a result of that, yesterday, literally like a very high up person came in from our city and purchased 2 of the highest end massage chairs yesterday, and they were the first one in the door. So the person that was the sales associate got it, and it was a huge monster sale. And I am encouraged by things like that. You could always like kick yourself like, I totally should have been the first person here. I need money. But I'm not doing that because that's not the life that I'm living anymore, I guess is the best way for me to put it. And I actually genuinely was happy for the person that got the sale. It was a huge, big lift. So it's always strange though, whenever you do compliment and then the person says, it's the same thing that'll happen like when somebody goes on a big vacation or an older couple that is retired is living a really good life, and people are like telling them that looks amazing, and they're like, well, we've earned it. You always hear that, or I needed it. It's so funny when you get that response, but it's genuine. I mean, it is a natural response. I don't know why I went there. I should stay to my script. Anyways, I think what I was trying to say is that it's good to see things like that happen because it's available for everyone. It's just the possibility. And what I keep telling myself is, because I have been struggling and I'm really in a bad situation, but I keep thinking back 7 months ago, 8 months ago where I was, and I'm like, dude, it's like I took a 12 on the first hole. So any 7 or 8 that I get now, it's like, that's not that bad. It's not a 12. I just went that was on the fly there. All right. So I enjoyed last night. I sang. Where was I going? Let me tie up the beautiful girls thing. That's the hard part is that you run into these beautiful women that are with men that look like they're the type of person that beautiful woman would be with, because she's not going to be with anybody that she don't want to be with. And so these are nice men that you're just trying to camaraderie. And but there is like chemistry, and not really chemistry, but just, I don't know how to say it. So you do feel uncomfortable. It makes it so much easier if I have somebody next to me that I'm with, so nobody's worrying about nobody. But I just want to try to enjoy my life and be around beautiful people. It's nice. That's the other thing. So I get into it more. And sometimes a beautiful person isn't just one cut. There's all kinds of beautiful people in beautiful ways. That's just part of life too. I think I should just start a karaoke business. I would be good at it, but I don't really like the hours of it. And I don't know that there's any profit, but I could be a prophet while I was doing karaoke. But I bet I could get that going. It seems to be a need for it in where I'm at. So that's a thought. There's a lot of people that like to sing, and I think I could encourage that and make it fun. I said I was going to go to church today, and this is the second week in a row that I'm not going to go to church after saying that I would. So I have some regret about that. I really don't feel well. My stomach's not been doing great. I do feel kind of weak. I have been just in a really, not a lot of, I don't know, I've had positive things happen, and it's just been a weird situation. And I fear church. I do. And I fear Bible talk. It's not because of my soul. It's because I'm really trying to find this way to say my message, and I don't want to go backwards. And I do feel like I've been going backwards, and I don't like that feeling. I'm already such an outcast that I rein it in so much. If I really let loose in public, I don't think that I could be in public. I would ruffle too many feathers. Like if I really started saying everything I wanted to say, like on Liar Liar, Jim Carrey, and just start calling everybody out in every situation, because everybody else is calling me out. So if we're going to do that, I'm just going to, like in marriage, I think that's what happens is the one party just finally is like, I'm done. I'm going to tell you everything I want to say. And so I really don't feel like going to church right now. And it doesn't feel right. So I don't mind. I want to praise Jesus. I have the same intent as most of the people do, I think. But I'm trying to find my best way to involve myself in it. Because it's important. It's all I got is my salvation. I don't think salvation is the right term for it. Because I think that's a reward-based system. And it's not about rewards. That's part of my problem. I love the devotion, the sacrifice. And I am called to speak my truth. And it doesn't align. So although I would personally profit, I could change my whole vibe here, change this into a cross symbol, and then really devote myself to the idea of a profitable Christ devotion. And my life would be much better, and I would have a bigger voice, and I probably could make a big impact. But it doesn't feel right to me. Today is Sunday, 2025. It's the end of March. I worked all of March. It was my worst month, possibly. I think it's my worst month ever. And I already have had some bad months. I've went backwards in reputation and credibility and value. I am not providing value at my job. How do I fix that? They say work on fundamentals, balance and foundation, but literally those are always there. So that is a problem whenever you have a long history or a long enough history to make evaluations, and I'm just not being successful. I want to go through my 4 hours tomorrow and today so that I can really focus on my time off. I have 3 days off. That's the other lingering thing, is I have some personal matters that I just have not followed through with. But I really did enjoy singing last night. I sang Goo Goo Dolls' Name. I went to one place that I go to normally, and I sang that to open. But again, they were having a lot of problems with karaoke, and I don't really understand it. I could get more involved with it. I've been somewhat involved, but there's like so many people up there, like last night, that there's just no way I can really help. And I don't know what the issue is, honestly, and it just seems like it's always that way, which is really hard because you're just trying. I just really want to sing, is all I really want to do. And so, but it was fun, and it is what it is. It's just been a problem there. So anyways, I sang the Goo Goo Dolls song after we got it up, and I sang, so that was fun. And then he put on a song, which was Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, and I sang that kind of with him. And I'd never even thought to sing that song. And I actually was hitting it because I am getting better. My voice is getting better, especially in some of those tougher to hit areas, it seems, from practice. my voice is opened, and probably from how I'm standing and things like that. And confidence, I think, is a big part of it. So then I also did Bill Withers' Lean On Me, and that was very fun because everybody kind of sang along with it, and it was enjoyable. But then they started to have more problems again, and sometimes I don't like the way energy is, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I tried to leave well, because I wasn't mad at anyone. I just wanted to get out. And I wanted to sing more, and I knew that they had some singing going on at Stella's, which isn't, well, I shouldn't say the name of the bar. Dang it. Anyways, it's just a different kind of establishment, but I'm like, you know what, at least I can sing there. And the guy that does the karaoke there, I have a long history with. So I've enjoyed getting to go there and perform kind of in front of him so he can see where I've came. Because I think he remembers me a little bit when I was like 23, 25 years old. I was doing a lot of singing back then. When karaoke was much bigger back then. It's just not as big as it was. I think there's a lot of reasons for that. Anyways, so I went to this other bar, and I'm waiting for my songs, and that's where this Married Girls thing comes into play. Because 3 girls in a row got up and sang in this little dive bar, and it was artistic. And it was one of them I have talked to and seen in past. She's a married girl that has talked to me about actually helping me with a job. And they're a nice couple. She's very beautiful, and I'm trying to just be me. But so anyways, she got up and sang a song that it doesn't look like she sang much, but she has a great voice, and she did a really great job on the song. And it looked like she hadn't had a lot of experience singing. So it was a really cool thing. So that was cool. The energy was all brought up from that. And then this other girl gets up there, and she does this. She was like this Asian girl, I think I can say voluptuous. I don't think I can say Asian either. She was brown skinned, and it looked like some type of Asian descent, but I'm not even sure, and so I'm racist as hell. But she was beautiful, and she sang this rendition of Bob Marley Redemption Song, and it flooring. Like, I had to get up and watch. And then this other skinny white girl, I can say that, is that okay? Got up there, and she's just in like, she's a hipster kind of girl, but one of those really smart hipster kind of girls. It's probably, who knows. And she has a husband, and he's just standing there, and he's a skinny, tall, white guy, and very cool. And she does this like rap, and you're just like, what is going on here? So then I got to follow up. And I'd never sang this song before, but I'd been waiting to sing it. And I sang U2 Stuck in the Moment. And it's the first time I ever sang it, but I've been practicing it, and I nailed it. And that was really fun. So then we sang some more songs, and then I wanted to get in a song because they were being so artistic. I did my most artistic song is House of Gold, 21 Pilots. And I hit that like the best I've ever hit it. And it was a kind of electric. It was really cool. And there wasn't a lot of people in there, but so then I was feeling cocky at the end of the night and did Patience, Guns N' Roses, and hit it pretty good. I've hit the end really well before, and this time I hit it good. I mean, there was a lot of passion in it, but the very end, there's a really cool note that I could have got there, but I lost my confidence a little bit at the end because it wasn't going quite. I had to hold it together. Anyways, it was really all very cool. And so, like, I've got through all that. But I have overall, like this morning when I woke up, I went to bed when I got home, and then I felt good, I guess, but I'm not been really great overall in my life. That also, like, when you have a moment like that, it makes you feel like, why am I not, like, using this? What am I doing? Why am I living this way when I could do that? But I have a lot of, and I'm not a great singer, but I have a lot of passion, and it's fun to let that out. And I feel like Ping it. I feel like I'm letting everyone down. And I think I could really help. but I procrastinate. So I leave myself quiet with little power. And I feel like the worst kind of person is being given talent and then squandering it or not using it. It's insulting to the ones that have had to struggle and persevered. That's my opinion on it, like at the core of it. So if that's the case, whew, what would happen if I really turned on though? Like just from me getting that electric, am I going to be able to do good with that? I really just want to sing and play golf and preach and be a dad. I think I'm really good at all those things. I saw this thing from this lady that helps me. I watch some things. There are some things that I watch that help me a lot that are, who knows if they're good or bad, but they help me. And she said, make a list of all the things that you're good at. And that'll tell you what your calling is. Why am I crying? I think that's not what's happening right now in my life. And it's just not been very hard. I mean, it's not been very easy. But then I get laying here and I got this cat, Bodie, and we've been managing her weight. She's at a good weight, I think, because she was getting a little, there was some rumors that she was chubby. This is my cat, but she's been doing a lot better. Anyways, my biggest thing is procrastination, and sometimes your fear of the first step is what prevents you from walking. Okay, March, you got 2 days left. If you have everything you need to chase your dreams, take the first step. It's waiting for you. It's been waiting for you. This is sad. All right, what are we at? 17 minutes? You've got to get yourself together, spit. Let me get a sip and then say bye. I'm a mess, but I'm trying hard. Really, I am. I make a lot of mistakes daily, and I'm trying to get better with those. So, I bet somebody watches a video like this, and I've got several of them, and it has an impact. So, I feel like from nothing else, if I can help with that, then I'm doing something. But you got to get yourself together. Posture, alignment, and balance. Find your center. I'm going to have a hot bath. I'm going to get myself ready. I'm sorry I missed out on church. I've kind of made a promise to a stranger twice now that I had a pretty good moment with. And I'm not following through with that, but I hope that he understands. So I'm trying my best. I'll get there. Have a great day. Do great, be grateful. Bring what you have to the world to the best of your abilities, and let out what your flaws are, and let it be known, and do your best. That's all I can say. Have a great day.